to order the Board of County Commissioners Tuesday, June 1st meeting, and please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Jennifer Colorado,
stand, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, a lot of activities, and we want to acknowledge State Senator Kevin Matthews is here today. Appreciate you being here, Senator. And it's been I think Michael Willis had researched the county records quite some time on acknowledgement of the race massacre, and I don't know that we've ever at the board this level acknowledged the ongoings of that horrific day in 1921. We want to read off a proclamation acknowledging that, Commissioner. It's been an honor to serve with you on the 1921 Race Massacre Commission and to have involvement, and we appreciate all your efforts in making this horrible event known around the world. So the Board of County Commissioners want to honor the victims of the 1921 Race Massacre on the centennial anniversary by reading this proclamation. It's whereas during the evening of May 31st, 1921, through the afternoon of June 1st, 1921, the thriving African-American businesses and surrounding residential areas known as the Greenwood District of Tulsa, Oklahoma, suffered devastating and destruction of nearly 35 city blocks in what is known as the 1921 Race Massacre. And whereas these events resulted in significant loss of life, homes, businesses, and livelihoods disseminating the Greenwood District, and whereas these events did not receive widespread attention and were noticeably absent from history, curriculum until the recently, and whereas we remember the victims and recognize the events that forever changed the Greenwood District. Now therefore, let it be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners that Tulsa County hereby honors those affected by these tragic and infamous events on the centennial anniversary of one of the worst incidents of racial violence in U.S. history, proclaim this day, the first day of June, 2021. Senator. Appreciate all your efforts.
Okay.
Thank you, Chairman, the lead, and each of these county commissioners. Part of the issue in race relations that we need to resolve is that now I personally have had a relationship. I personally have had a relationship with each of the county commissioners we have here, as well as the sheriff. And we have to try to make a point to build relationships across racial lines. And I will say there's been a lot of controversy. And when we talk about what happened then, there are a lot of things that need to happen to repair. But it first starts with telling the story transparently. So I'm excited that tomorrow we will have the ribbon cutting of the world-class history center that tells this story, just right on Greenwood and Archer, which has a significance of just being across the railroad track. And you'll be able to go across the railroad track when you go in there and learn about this. And it is difficult, but we also have a dialogue chamber at the end so that we have dialogue and build relationships and come up with ways to make sure it doesn't happen again and to move forward. And so I want to thank the county for acknowledging this event. I want to thank each of you for being here. And let's just have the courageous conversations around race in this city, state, county, and this country so that we can move forward as a people. Thank you.
Kevin, we may, Senator, we may grab one more photo. All right.
One with a professional camera.
Real camera?
I know.
These are pretty good.
Yeah, we're just.
They are.
Shove it that way. Michael.
Balance.
Over here, 1, 2. Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
This is some.
Stick the rodeo. Next item, minutes of Florida County Commission meeting, May 24th, 2021.
Approval.
Second?
Pierce.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. Next item, reports, the annual inventory certification for fiscal year 2020-2021 for human resources and procurement.
Move approval.
Second.
Peters.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. Unfinished business bid openings for the sheriff janitorial supplies.
Advanced Industrial Solution. Dallas Lighthouse for the Blind. And Empire Paper Company.
Move to refer to sheriff and procurement for review and recommendation.
Second?
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. And then bid openings for Tulsa County Departments, Dodge Automotive Repair.
We did not receive any bids.
Move on to the next item, bid award and recommendations for highway for traffic paint to all states coatings company.
Move approval.
Second.
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. And then a bid one Tulsa County Departments and those bidders for safety supply set to open 6/7/21.
Approve the addendum.
Second?
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. And then amendments, district attorney, the lease agreement with ImageNet Consulting and Parks with agreement with the PDG, the Planning Design Group for landscape architecture.
Approval of the amendment.
Second.
Peters.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. Next item, gasoline and diesel fuel quotes.
Approval.
Second?
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. And request for approval, Board of County Commissioners have two assignment of title for the 2000. Well, first of all, let's, item 3, under request, we're going to defer the county clerk budget office item.
Move to defer?
Second.
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. And then we'll take the rest of them all in one. Board of County Commissioners had two. The assignment of the title for the 2000 Chevrolet 3/4 ton. The insurance and state of Oklahoma Department of Energy Management, Homeland Security. And then building ops for renewal of locksmith, technician's license, and then court clerk signature and card changes.
Move approval?
So taking 1, 2, and 4 now.
Correct.
Okay. Second.
Peters.
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Slee.
Yes. Agreements, building operations, do all of those.
Chairman,
Yes.
so we on 7B3, I'd like to defer that for a week.
We did that.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. You did that. And then, and so on agreements to building operations, Card Connect for merchant processing, Incog for maintenance of the vehicle fleet, parking BOCC Corp, parking access, Tulsa Area Management Agency for maintenance of the vehicle fleet, Tulsa City County Health Department, maintenance of vehicle fleet, Tulsa County Public Defender's Office for maintenance of vehicle. And then WorldNet TPS Inc. for gateway service for credit card transactions.
Move to approve the agreements.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, and then part for Terry Ridgeway for a acrylic port art program.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, procurement for West Ferguson Court doing business as Thompson Orders for the 12-month subscription license.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, sheriff has 4 emergency fire systems for inspection and service of backup generator. Adenia Identity and Security USA for maintenance of live scan fingerprinting. And then Lidos Security Detection and Automation for X-ray machines in Muskogee Creek Nation for renewal extension intergovernmental corporate detention agreement.
Move to approve the agreements.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, and then treasurer with Southwest Solutions Group.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Court clerk with Civic agreement renewals with Civic Plus and First American Title.
Move to approve the agreement renewals.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, IT with Converge One and safety skills.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, Parks with Animal Rescue Foundation and JSJ.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, and then social services with Dispensary of Hope.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Press to advertise for bid proposals, engineering with graphic information systems, Parks with Chandler Park Lower Level Overlook Plaza, and Tulsa County Departments Automotive Body Repair.
To approve the request.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, inventory resolutions with engineers has 2, highways and sheriff's has 2.
Move approval of the resolutions.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, sole source for highway and parks with PK equipment, and authorized John Dealer.
Approval of sole source designation.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, utility permits, engineer of City of Sand Springs to relocate District 14 rural water meter vault along with 6-inch water line in construction with the Broad Street right away, approximately 1,800 linear feet of the Wakiowa Road State Highway Junction, 97 junction.
Move to approve the utility permit.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, travel training, no issue extension has 2, Northeast District Ag, AG agents, and then OAEA professional conference.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, personal actions, election board, highways, parks, and social service.
Move approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, juvenile bureau, personal actions to accept and file.
Accept and file.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, city county health department documents to accept and file. We have agreements of American Heritage Life Insurance, VSP, Community Care Life and Health Insurance, EDAC, Board of Regents of the University of Oklahoma, Real Star Life Insurance Company, Identity Force, and Delta Dental of Oklahoma, and personal actions.
Move approval.
Second.
Move to accept and file.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, and then M claims to be disallowed. There are claims to pay bills.
Pay bills.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes, blanket purchase orders and emergency purchase orders submitted 5/24 to 28.
Move approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes. Item P, consideration approval of construction program management for CARES Act Vision 2025 and Vision Tulsa.
Approval.
Second.
Peters,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Slee,
Yes. Q, COVID-19 virus discussion update, Mr. Cronichek.
Okay, this week we had 258 new cases, bring us to a total of 75,151, up from 74,893. Active cases increased by 12 to a total of 348 from 336. We did have 48 deaths recorded over the last week, bring us to a total of 1,109, up from 1,061. I'm in the process of investigating whether or not that's a discrepancy or data entry error. So, but as of right now, that stands at 48. That's over the last 7 days. But our 7-day average is up to 36.9, up from 29.9. No hospitalization data is available since we're no longer under a state of emergency.
Questions for Joe? Thank you, Joe. Next item, discussion possible action on appropriation funds for the CARES Act and the ARPA. Not a lot on this today. I do appreciate those who were able to take a tour over the courthouse last week to look at some of the improvements that were made to the CARES funding and some of the requests. Had some chief deputies attend. We appreciate their attendance. Got to see the good, bad, and the ugly, but it was all good, mainly. But
The week before.
yeah. But and we'll do more of that moving forward. Next item, announcements. Get right.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to introduce Sally Hubner, is going to be an intern with the Civil Division this summer, so you'll see her around. Sally is a graduate of Metro Christian Academy. She's currently a student at University of Mississippi studying pre-law. We're glad to have her here with us.
Welcome. Any events?
Commissioner Commissioners, today we opened up our summer camps at all our 5 sites. So we're about 2/3 full capacity right now. And this Saturday, our pool at South County and our splash park at Chandler Park will be opened up to the public. So hopefully the warmer weather and some sunshine will help.
When does the splash pad open?
Splash park opens up on Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday, okay.
Both the pool and the splash park officially open up on Saturday.
How's our community garden, Francis?
Amazing.
Wonderful. You come by.
Okay.
John, follow you on the back.
13 days till the treasurer's sale. Again, Tulsa County employees can register this year, so get there and buy some good cars.
Great. Joe Cronichek.
A couple things. First of all, no severe weather is expected this week. We are getting an onset of weather patterns, so we're looking at isolated thunderstorms off and on throughout the week, but nothing severe. There's been a lot of questions about our potential flood risk. Flood risk right now is extremely limited. Focus is primarily going to be in eastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. We've had a lot more rain to the southeast of us than we have in our flood basin. So Keystone is only at 8%. All of our area creeks and streams are at low to moderate levels, so we're not concerned about flooding in the Tulsa area at this time. I do also want to remind everybody that we do have a visit this afternoon from President Biden. And so if you don't need to be in the Greenwood and downtown area, we suggest you probably go ahead and clear out just because it will cause some traffic difficulties as they reroute around that area.
How about the dam?
Oh, the Waxoma Dam, the patch has failed. And so they are working on engineering to try to refix the patch. They have been trying to drain down the basin to do a little bit better permanent repair. But with all the rain they've been having in that area, it's because their basin is only about 4 miles. And they seem to have got hit pretty hard last night. So pretty much most of the work they had over the last couple of days has been.
No flooding issues as of now.
As of right now, we're not looking at any flood issues within Tulsa County. Even if we had a complete total catastrophic loss of the dam, the most we would see in Tulsa County would be maybe some pasture flooding near Sperry.
Few elevators. Ron?
All right, we experienced a flood in the courthouse, thanks to Mr. Kunzweiler for showing up. So it flooded the 6th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floor. So we have quite a bit of damage in the law library. And so we are working on getting that fixed.
What now?
A chill water line busted on the 6th floor, went down the elevators and flooded the floor.
Well, thank you for being on it.
Everybody else was happy. I was like, wait a minute, that's going first.
Grand Lake report, Michael Willis,
It was cold.
everything. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted, I know the sheriff's department had a rough weekend and, case included, but anyway, it wasn't the outcome, as you said, that anybody would want. But anyway, thank you for your work this weekend. I just wanted everybody to know, if you didn't get a Tulsa World this weekend, this is something everybody should get and save, because they literally, it's like 74 pages covering history, what, and you know, what can come next. So you really should pick this up. It's a Sunday Tulsa World and read it. And there's a lot we can learn from all of this, so.
Yes, Saturday, Belmont State Watch Party, Fair Meadows Exhibit Hall.
Yeah, look how we were just crying for something. What is that?
You do a master gardening meeting, if I was to a master gardening meeting. It's private though. Health safety training horse show, which is also private. That's about all I have.
All right. Anything else, Mike? We good? Okay.
Move to adjourn.
Second,
Pierce,
Yes.
Keith,
yes.
Lee,